This deadly scenario came to my mind yesterday. What if every photon in the universe suddenly gain a rest mass of exactly 1 milligram? Means 10 to the power minus 6 kg. Well, the universe will end before you finish reading this sentence. In our current universe, photons are massless, which allows the electromagnetic force to reach across infinite distance. By giving a photon mass, we switch the laws of physics from Maxwell equation to Broca electrodynamics. The first problem is energy. According to E equal to mc square, a 1 milligram photon carries a rest energy of about 90 billion joules. For comparison, a single visible light photon usually carries about 3 times 10 to the power minus 19 joules. This means every individual particle of light is now equivalent to an explosion at 21.5 tons of TNT. The second problem is that atom would immediately stop existing. In a massive photon universe, the electromagnetic force is governed by the Yukawa potential. This equation includes an exponential damping term that kills the force after a certain distance. For a 1 milligram photon, that distance is 3.5 times 10 to the power of minus 37 meters. This is roughly 100 times smaller than the Planck length and trillions of times smaller than an actual atom. Because the nucleus of an atom could no longer reach its electron, every piece of matter, including your body and the earth, would instantly dissolve into a cloud of unrelated subatomic particles. Even if atoms stayed together, gravity would finish the job. A 1 milligram mass is so dense for its size that its torsile radius is larger than its physical wavelength. This means every photon becomes micro black hole due to Hawking radiation. This black hole would evaporate in 8.4 times 10 to the minus 44 seconds instead of traveling. Light would simply explode at its source the moment it was created. The sun produces 10 to the power 45 photons every second. If each one weighed a milligram, the sun energy output will jump by a factor of 10 to the power 29. It would become more energetic than billions of galaxies combined, blowing itself apart instantly. Finally, we have to consider empty space. The universe is filled with leftover light from the Big Bang with about 411 photons in every cubic meters. If these photons had mass, the vacuum of space would have a density of 411 kg per meter cube. This is nearly half the density of liquid water. This extra weight is 10 to the power 28 times more than what is needed to stop the universe from expanding. The entire cosmos would stop growing and collapse into a big crunch, singularity within seconds. So here it is.